If you ever thought Kevin Costner was the one in the wrong in his feud against Taylor Sheridan, I'm gonna need you to rethink that because Kevin is not the only person Taylor had an altercation with among the members of the Yellowstone cast. It turns out Taylor and Cole Hauser, who plays Rip, had been involved in a physical bar fight, and later Taylor sued Cole over coffee. I know this sounds made up, but it isn't. Let me go over the details. The whole drama started when Cole Hauser announced a new coffee company, Free Reign. Apparently, Taylor Sheridan's Bosque Ranch, which is a location for many shows in the Yellowstone universe, including 1883 and 1923, also has a coffee brand. It turns out that only 4 months after Taylor's company released their coffees, Cole created his own coffee brand, and the logos look pretty similar. This is the BR logo belonging to Taylor's brand, and this is Cole Hauser's Free Reign logo. Do you think they look alike? I personally think yes, they do look alike, but I wouldn't really argue that there's a trademark infringement happening. Well, apparently Taylor thinks that's what's going on, and that's why BR filed a lawsuit against Cole's coffee company, arguing that there was trademark infringement, unfair competition, and false advertising on Free Reign's part. Taylor's lawyers also accused Free Reign of creating a logo that is confusingly similar to the BR brand for virtually identical goods. That wasn't enough. They also complained that Free Reign was trying to mistake or to deceive as to the affiliation, connection, or association with the BR ranch. So Taylor basically argued that Cole's coffee brand directly aimed to imitate the BR coffee brand by creating practically the same style of logo. On top of that, both logos look like cattle brands, further fueling the case of trademark infringement. Besides the similarity in the logos, there's also the problem with the branding, since both companies have created their brand to reflect the cowboy lifestyle. BR presents its coffee line as representing the cowboy way of life, while Free Reign has said something very similar. Our coffee was born from the cowboy tradition. Also, the ads for both brands involve their respective founders posing for the cameras in cowboy attire, holding a coffee mug in their hands with their brand's logo. So it's your turn to speak now. Do you think Cole did this on purpose, or was Taylor being petty with this entire lawsuit? Are you team Cole or Taylor? I continue. As if this entire lawsuit wasn't enough, Cole's interview from 2022 resurfaced online where he talks about his physical fight with Taylor Sheridan. This happened years before the lawsuit. Cole revealed that he fought with Taylor the second time they met. The second time he and Hauser met each other, the two of them got into a fight. Honestly, the interview is a really interesting read. It shows how much Cole loves bar fights. When the interviewer asks him whether he's even been in a bar fight, this was his response. Does a bear the woods? I've probably been in one on every continent. I don't think there's anything wrong with fighting. Sometimes I'm just tired of words, so let's beat the of each other. Maybe at the end of it, you'll buy me a Guinness and I'll buy you a Bushmills and we'll be done. It's kind of what guys do. I'm not gonna comment on this, but you're free to do so. Let's return to the lawsuit. Do you know what happened? Taylor actually dropped the lawsuit against Cole's Free Reign. We don't really know whether they dealt with this thing behind the scenes or came to an agreement of some sorts, but the reason could be the low number of sales BR was already experiencing, because apparently their products are being discontinued. So this is probably why Taylor didn't care to continue the lawsuit. Cole, on the other hand, still continues with Free Reign, and their coffees are still out. Let me know in the comments if you tried either of the brands. All of this brings me to Taylor Sheridan, someone who's had his fair share of controversies, especially with things that went on behind the scenes of Yellowstone. We learned that Kevin Costner didn't like the fact that Taylor was not taking his advice for seasons 4 and 5 of Yellowstone. Many people thought that it wasn't an actor's job to critique the writer, but should we feel the same when that actor is Kevin Costner, who is known for his westerns, And when seasons 4 and 5 came out and people noticed the drop in quality, they started to think, maybe Kevin was right in the first place. Many people respect Taylor for his abilities as a writer, and I do too, but they also wonder whether he's not that good at getting along with the actors on his shows. At the end of the day, it does look like he and Cole dealt with this coffee situation, and there isn't really a problem between them since Cole filmed for season 5 part 2 after this lawsuit incident and is going to be in the Beth and Rip spinoff. Perhaps they're not the best of friends, but they continue to have a professional relationship, and I guess that's what matters the most. I just wish Kevin and Taylor could also handle the situation between them, and maybe we could have seen Kevin in the final episodes of Yellowstone, but anyway. If you haven't heard about the Kevin and Taylor drama, then you should definitely watch this video.